Hello and welcome to Thornton360. I'm Lisa Wilson. We begin with the latest from City Council. Council approved the submission of the 2021 CDBG Annual Action Plan to HUD. The plan identifies the projects that the city would like to fund this year with just over $850,000 in community development block grant funding. Among this year's approved projects, the continuation of the Help for Homes program, public facilities and improvements, and the continuation of Thornton's homeless outreach team. Also approved the rezoning of 1.81 acres of land and associated right-of-way from community retail at 104th and Grant Street to planned development. This amended the planned development standards, overall development plan, and conceptual site plan. The land will become an additional parking area for the existing Echo Park auto dealership. And Council heard a report on Thornton's Code Compliance Division's operations and activities. To see the entire City Council meeting in high definition, tune to Xfinity Channel 881. You can also watch on demand anytime at thorntonco.tv or by downloading our app for Apple TV or Roku by searching Thornton in your device's app store. The next City Council meeting is Tuesday, August 10th at 7 p.m. For more information about that meeting, you can visit gocot.net/councilmeetings. Thornton hosts a neighborhood meeting regarding the Thornton Water Project. It's an underground water pipeline that will bring water purchased by Thornton in the 1980s from the Cache-la-Poudre River to Thornton via the new pipeline. The neighborhood meeting is August 12th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Carpenter Recreation Center. Learn more about the project at thorntonwaterproject.com. Thornton has over 140 miles of trails and over 2,500 acres of parks and public areas for residents to enjoy. However, these landscapes do require a lot of water, so Thornton has started Naturally Thornton.
You know, Thornton's water customers are some of the most efficient in the metro region, and what Naturally Thornton does is it has the city joining our customers in that partnership. We've been asking our customers for years to conserve water, and they've responded amazingly. And so our customers have been great partners in our demand management strategy, and they've done that through their own conservation ethic that they've adopted. The second tool is that we want to make sure that as a water utility, our systems are as efficient as possible. So we want to make sure that when we have a leaking pipe, we get out there and fix it as quickly as possible. We can use leak detection to try to identify leaks before they come to the surface. And then Naturally Thornton is really our third strategy. And what we want to do through this program is we want to lead by example and really join our partners in the community, our water customers, by converting a lot of our parks into more water-wise landscapes. Now, the Thornton parks have over 600 acres of turf to irrigate. A lot of that turf gets used for sports and for picnics. Some of the turf never gets a bare foot set on it. And so what we're doing through Naturally Thornton is we're trying to identify the appropriate landscape for the use that is being enjoyed. We want to be able to walk our talk, and we want to be able to model these landscape transformations so that as a community we can build kind of a more resilient landscape that is better adapted to the Colorado environment and can help us not just withstand droughts, but can kind of help us withstand some of the pressures that we'll be feeling as the region continues to get hotter and drier.
So in the city of Thornton, we have about 600 acres of bluegrass turf, and that requires a lot of water, especially in our high arid desert environment that we live in. And with climate change, we haven't had any noticeable drying up of the environment. Winds are a little bit hotter, days are a little bit hotter, and water usage is only increasing. So to combat that, we have created the Naturally Thornton plan to take some of that bluegrass turf out of our system and replace it with native grasses. Native grasses take half to a third the amount of water necessary to keep bluegrass active and healthy. So by simply reducing the amount of turf grass that we have and turning it into an attractive, sustainable landscape, we can reduce by 50% the amount of water that we use in parks.
We offer a wide variety of water efficiency programs for residents, businesses, and they're all available on thorntonwater.com. Also our H2 overhaul program, there's step-by-step instructions on how to perform your own H2 overhaul. So that's a great resource you can download. We call it the H2 overhaul kit. So Naturally Thornton, our H2 overhaul for sustainable landscapes is like an extension of what homeowners have been doing, transitioning their landscapes from turf to waterwise into our park system. So it's going to be a great process to watch. We're going to be really happy with results. Our water customers have seen the difference when they install a waterwise landscape, whether it be a perennial garden or waterwise grasses. You know, it's significant. It's half of the water use outdoors, and that's treated water that we're putting on the landscape. So it's a real benefit to your water bill and to the city's water bill when you do these transformations. There's other benefits besides water savings, less application of herbicides, pesticides, less mowing required, so less staff resources. You know, lots of benefits in addition to water savings.
For more information on this process, please go to gocot.net/naturallythornton.
All Thornton recreation facilities are open and ready to welcome you back. As a resident, you can take a fitness class at the Carpenter or Trail Winds Recreation Centers, or you can take advantage of all the great programs and events at the Active Adult and Community Centers. You can get more information about all of Thornton's facilities and programs at thorntonparks.com. Thornton's new Fire Station 1 recently held its official uncoupling ceremony. The station has been operational since the winter, but due to COVID restrictions and the cold weather, the ceremony was delayed until recently.
The relocation from the Dorothy Boulevard neighborhood location, along with the ability to deploy fire department emergency vehicles directly onto Thornton Parkway, will help us serve more citizens in our efforts to more effectively manage fire and EMS emergencies in a period of time that will really make a difference. This building also allows fire department administration to have direct contact with responding personnel and their shift commander. And it's built with the latest in fire station technology to minimize response times and maximize firefighter safety and health. We really do hope that this fire department flagship remains a City of Thornton landmark for many years to come.
Be sure to always stop for the hawk. Those special crosswalks with the flashing lights keep kids safe in high-traffic intersections with minimal impact on your commute. Drivers may proceed when there are no flashing lights. When the lights are flashing yellow, slow down. When the lights are solid yellow, prepare to stop. When the lights are red, stop. When the lights are flashing red, stop, then proceed when clear. The Healthy Farmers Market returns to Thornton. There are 2 weekly opportunities to purchase fresh produce from local farmers. It's open on Tuesdays at Anythink Huron Street and on Thursdays at Anythink Wright Farms and continues through the fall.
How much? 2 for $1.
This market offers healthy, affordable foods. Food assistance services such as SNAP and WIC are accepted. You will also find cooking demos, recipes, and nutrition information. Visit gocot.net/connections for more information. The next tree branch and compost drop-off event is August 14th. It's at Thornton's IMC, 12450 Washington Street from 8 a.m. to noon. Proof of residency is required and there are restrictions. So before you go, visit gocot.net/trash recycling or call 720-977-6200. The Thornton Trash and Recycling app puts you in the know about upcoming events and weekly collection schedules. Download City of Thornton Recycles in the App Store and on Google Play. Once you download it and enter your address, you'll see the pickup schedule, services, and special events specific to your address. Thornton's Neighborhood Movies in the Park series continues this summer. There are several movies coming up with a movie every week until the middle of September. They are free and family friendly. Seating is first come, first serve, so plan on getting there a bit early. For more information, visit gocot.net/movies. That's it for this edition of Thornton 360. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.